School is great for a lot of things, but when it comes to money smarts, it often falls short. You can ace calculus and recite Shakespeare, but do you know how to budget or navigate the stock market? Probably not. The truth is, there's a whole world of financial knowledge that rarely sees the inside of a classroom, from mastering the art of budgeting to understanding the power of passive income. Get ready to unlock the secrets to financial success that no textbook ever taught you. Without further ado, here are 8 money lessons you'll never learn in school. Number 1. Financial literacy. Do you know that 76% of millennials lack basic financial literacy? They're just flying blind when it comes to basic financial know-how. That's like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. Not a great plan, right? Americans with low financial literacy are late on their mortgage payments a staggering 25% of the time. Why play Russian roulette with your home sweet home? These stats are a wake-up call. It's like a neon sign flashing, "Hey, it's time to get your financial house in order." So how do you do that? By dedicating some quality time to beef up your financial literacy. Think of it like this. If you're going to be in a marathon, you'd better lace up those running shoes and start training, right? Well, life's financial marathon is no different. It's time to hit the books, or maybe the online courses, and get your financial muscles in shape. Because here's the deal. Being financially literate isn't just about understanding stocks and bonds, though that's part of it. It's about knowing how to budget, save, invest, and plan for the future. It's like having a GPS for your money, so you're not just wandering aimlessly. And let me tell you, the benefits are immense. With solid financial literacy, you're not just avoiding late mortgage payments, you're making informed decisions that can lead to a more stable, secure future. So it's high time you level up your financial know-how. Dive into books, take online courses, even chat with a financial advisor. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the financial twists and turns that life throws your way. Speaking of financial literacy, subscribing to our channel will give you the head start you need. Hit the button yet? Number 2. Add value. The only difference between a rich and a poor person is how they use their time. Robert Kiyosaki. You're pulling in $20 an hour, working a solid 40 hours a week. At that rate, it'd take you nearly 24 years to hit $1 million. And that's not even considering taxes or the expenses that rack up over those 24 years. Plus, let's not forget inflation, which eats into the value of that million. Reality check. On a $20 an hour gig, hitting millionaire status only comes late in the game. And that's with some serious frugality. Most of your time would have already slipped through your fingers while working extra hard to make money. So what's the deal with those self-made millionaires and billionaires who hit it big while they're still practically kids? They've got a different game plan. A better equation than most. Rather than toiling your time away just to make a few bucks, focus on adding value. How do I add value? It's simple. Spot a problem, fix it, and build a business around it. The cash? It'll roll in. But hold up. Let's not get too hung up on cash. Too much obsession with it? That can cost you big time. The only way to avoid getting obsessed is number 3, wise financial planning. As surprising as it may seem, the average American dedicates less than 4.5 hours a year to scheduled financial planning. If your annual income surpasses $75,000, you're more inclined to implement a budget. Shockingly, only about 1/3 of Americans, precisely 32%, diligently maintain a household budget, yet they keep grappling with their personal finances and ignoring this issue. 72% of households lack a written financial plan, yet households with a financial plan are 2.5 times more likely to save enough for retirement. Why is it hard to spend just 5 minutes to potentially boost your success odds by 2.5 times? You need to set financial goals. 83% of people who do so feel better about their finances after just a year. A plan erases doubt, builds confidence, and serves as a motivational force. Lack of proper planning is why 68% of Americans would worry about covering their living expenses for a month if they lost their primary income source. Our relationship with money, as 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐶 rightly puts it, reflects our relationship with ourselves. It's not really about money. It's about our perceptions of it. The reality is, for 43% of Americans born into lower economic quintiles, staying in that bracket as adults is a stark truth. Most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, juggling necessities and debt payments. Why? Because schools rarely teach us the nitty-gritty of budgeting, saving, and managing expenses. In order to get an education, we opt for loans we eventually struggle to pay. Number 4. You need passive income. According to a study by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends over 70% of their income on just 3 things: housing, transportation, and food. Now that leaves only about 30% for savings, investments, and, well, enjoying life. Now imagine having an additional stream of income rolling in without having to clock in at a 9 to 5. That's where passive income swoops in to save the day. It's like having a little money-making sidekick that works even when you're catching up on your beauty sleep. Alright, let's get real with an example. Say you're into real estate. You snag a rental property. Every month, the rent comes in. No extra hours at the office, no sweat on your brow. And while that cash flow is happening, your property's, hopefully, appreciating in value. But hold on, we're not done yet. That's just one stream. How about having multiple streams of income? That's like having a squad of side hustles. So let's say you've got the rental property, but you're also into stocks. You've got dividends raining in from your investments. Maybe you're also hustling online with a bit of e-commerce action. That's even more income. The average millionaire has not one, not two, not even three, my friend, but 7 streams of income. That's right, 7! So you've got your day job, rental income, dividends, maybe a side business, and who knows, maybe you're the next YouTube sensation or an Etsy superstar. Now, why is this so crucial for financial success? You need to build a sturdy financial fortress. You're not relying on a single income source that could dry up in a snap, and the long-term benefits are huge. Passive income is like planting seeds. Over time, those little seeds grow into mighty oaks. You're building wealth without constantly putting in the same amount of elbow grease. Now, I'm not saying it's all sunshine and rainbows. It takes hustle, smarts, and sometimes a bit of trial and error. But the payoff? Well, that's a life where you call the shots, not the bills. So if you're thinking about the road to financial success, remember this mantra: diversify, diversify, diversify. Get those income streams flowing and watch your financial landscape transform into a lush garden of opportunities. You've got this. Like what you've seen so far? Tap the subscribe button to show us some love. Number 5. Managing debt. 46 million Americans struggle with student loan debt, and 14 million are weighed down by over $10,000 in credit card debt. 43% of Americans foresee being in debt for the next 1 to 5 years, and 38% of households carry revolving credit card debt. Sadly, for most, credit card debt is becoming the new norm. That's not all. 100 million Americans are saddled with auto loans. What's intriguing is where they're potentially losing out. While over 47% refinance their mortgages, a mere 5% refinance their auto loans. Having a vehicle might be essential, but it doesn't mean you should be overpaying. Americans owe a staggering $800 billion. The sheer magnitude of this financial burden, totaling in the trillions, paints a vivid picture of the challenges many face. It's clear that managing debt is a crucial skill that can significantly impact one's financial well-being. Number 6. Living within your means. It's easy to get swept up in the latest trends, whether it's gadgets, fashion, or dining out, but you need to be careful. Living within your means isn't about deprivation, it's about smart choices. Maybe it's whipping up a delicious homemade meal instead of ordering takeout, or finding budget-friendly alternatives that still bring joy and satisfaction. Living within your means empowers you to make intentional decisions about where your money goes. It means prioritizing what truly matters to you, whether it's saving for a dream vacation, investing in your education, or building a solid financial foundation. It's about aligning your spending with your values and goals. By mastering this art, you're not only preventing unnecessary financial strain, but also setting yourself up for a more secure and fulfilling financial future. So the next time you're faced with a spending decision, ask yourself, does this align with my goals and values? That's the real secret to living within your means. Number 7. Don't just save, invest. Did you know that historically, the average annual return of the S&P 500, a benchmark for U.S. stocks, hovers around 7% after adjusting for inflation? That's some serious potential for growth right there. In school, your teachers might have taught you to avoid investing, especially if they were victims of Ponzi get-rich-quick schemes. But that's different from actually investing for long-term returns. There's no rush here. You don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. According to a study by Vanguard, a well-diversified portfolio can reduce your overall risk by 70%. So diversification is like a financial force field against market volatility. But we're not just talking about stocks here. Bonds are like the steady, reliable cousin in your investment family. They might not have the same high-flying potential, but they offer stability and income. And then there's real estate. According to the National Council of Real Estate Investment Fiduciaries, over the long haul, real estate investments have outperformed stocks and bonds. So if you're eyeing that rental property, It might be a brilliant move. Time is also important. The longer you let your investments ride, the better your chances of seeing those returns soar. For instance, let's say you invest $10,000 and leave it alone for 30 years. Assuming a 7% return, you'd end up with over $76,000. Now, if you pull it out after just 10 years, you'd only have around $19,000. And while time is your investment buddy, consistency is key. Regularly contributing to your investments, even if it's a modest amount, can snowball into something substantial over time. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room: risk. Number 8. Financial risk and insurance. Yeah, investments aren't all sunshine and rainbows. There's a level of risk involved, but here's the thing. According to a survey by Gallup, the average annual return on savings accounts is less than 1%. That's not even keeping up with inflation, so being overly cautious can actually cost you in the long run. Merely 30% of Americans have a comprehensive, long-term financial plan encompassing savings and investment goals. 39% of Americans would struggle to handle an unexpected expense of just $400. Alarming as it is, 84% of millennials are underinsured. Although insurance is a critical pillar of your financial plan, it often goes overlooked. The truth is that none of us are invincible, and as time passes, health concerns may arise, and your premiums will inevitably rise. Securing insurance like term life or disability coverage at a young age can be a savvy move to lock in lower premiums. So those lessons they skipped in school? Turns out they're real game changers for your wallet. Can you see how mastering these often overlooked financial strategies could reshape your financial destiny? Ready to take the reins of your financial future? Apply these tricks of the trade and watch your financial world light up. Remember, it's never too late to kickstart your journey to financial freedom. Want to receive more valuable financial insights? Subscribe now and take charge of your financial journey.